Hi, everybody. This is Bill Snyder. I'm the media director at Good News Ministries. I just want to take a moment and thank you so very much for tuning in and liking and subscribing to our YouTube channel over the last few weeks. We've been doing a bunch of new stuff, and you've been engaging with it as we have repurposed some of our old content, made it into shorts, and created new shorts, even some new long form videos. We have done a lot. You've been engaging with it, so thank you so very much for doing so. Really appreciate you doing that and continuing to do that. Speaking of new things, this video is a new thing. As I was writing the Insider's View this week, which is our weekly newsletter, if you haven't subscribed to that yet, I encourage you to go over to gnm.org, which is our website, and subscribe to the newsletter. You can also read the current article as well. That is kind of the companion to this video. So if you're watching the video, you may want to read the full article on our newsletter. You can do that on gnm.org. But my newsletter this week was entitled, What Are You Waiting For? And it was inspired by the Holy Spirit. I really feel that because the Holy Spirit asked me to write on the comparison between, or the correlation, I should say, between the sin of coveting and impatience. There's a correlation there, and you can read the full newsletter article. I don't want to go into too much, of repeating what I wrote, but I want to share with you this notion that we are surrounded by comfort. The world promises you comfort, but you were not made for comfort. You were made for greatness, is a famous saying of Pope Benedict XVI at a World Youth Day. And it is so true. It's such a great challenge. It's such a great challenge when you think about it. Even this device that I'm recording this video on is one of the main devices that we use to attain comfort in this world, right? Like, you can record videos, you can connect with your friends, you can go and buy sports tickets to games, you can watch your favorite TV shows, you can do all of these things from this little device, this cell phone, this smartphone. And we carry it around like a child carries around a stuffed animal or a blanket. And if we don't have it, and we don't, always have it in our possession, we begin to feel uncomfortable, right? So we we can see that we are always striving for instantaneous comfort. That's what the world will promise us. It doesn't always deliver. It can't deliver on the promises that God has for us, right? He promises us everlasting life and joy with Him in this life as we strive for that. That doesn't mean that it's devoid of all suffering and all of those things. No. But we are able to have joy throughout our life when we place all of our trust and hope in the Lord, right? And so we can get impatient, though, in having to wait on the Lord during the moments of difficulty in our lives. And that's where the world tries to swoop in. The world says, oh, no, I can give you comfort right now. Just go to your smartphone and order these tickets, or just go to the smartphone and do this. But is that always good? I read about that this week. Is that always good to just run right to the comfort? Or is God saying, hey, slow down and wait with me, right? When your Amazon package is delayed, or when you have to wait in some long line and you're getting impatient, do you pick up the phone and look for that comfort? Or do you say, hey, God, I'm viewing this as an opportunity. I'm viewing this opportunity to spend time with you. I'm viewing it as an opportunity to spend time with my fellow brothers and sisters, with your children that you have created, right? And that is so beautiful when we are able to stop and pause and say, let me engage with your creation. Let me engage with you. We don't always do that. And that is my challenge. And I think Pope Benedict XVI's challenge to each and every one of you and all the followers of Christ. When can you rise to greatness? When can you put down the things that make us comfortable and go out and radically change the world? Just one example, I'll leave you with this. Imagine, again, you're in a long line waiting for whatever it is. Call it the DMV, right? You're waiting at the DMV for to get your new license photo or something. And if you were attentive to the Holy Spirit, instead of burying your head in your smartphone, you might look up and ask the person standing in front of you in line or behind you in line how they're doing today. And they may share that they're going through something really difficult. That they may share something like, "Man, I really glad that you listened to me." That moment might lift that burden from their shoulders. Some difficult trial that they were going through, and a complete stranger, the ears of God, through your ears, were able to listen and just provide a moment of respite on their walk to heaven, on their road to Calvary. Imagine you doing that one time this week, just once, versus burying that head in the phone. I encourage you to do that this week. That's my challenge to you. And I hope that this video will bless you. If it does, send it forward. Send it on. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing Good News Ministries content. May God bless you and your families.